are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 5. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
At the Steelers' 49-yard line.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
TJ Watt.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's Calais. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
An 11-yard loss.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
three
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Five yards remain on second down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Snell on the shotgun handoff. Pushes over him.
That's just not right.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Snell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown,
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They run with Calais. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing again. Watson. He'll get this to his running back, Calais.
Watson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Calais.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, it's Watson. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Dobbs got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Dobbs is going to fire one, and this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 37 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Texans 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Calais. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Watson off play action. He gets this to Coulter, complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Cameron Hayward on the...
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
A gain of
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston.
Sets up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Calais. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. 12 yards there and a first down.
36-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
The tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson steps away to his left. His throw caught at about the 5.
That's good.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Set. 19. Watch the sled.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dobbs is going to fire one. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a give here to Snell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Freeman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Try to run for it with Snell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. A quick pass out to Juju. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 14.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Calais. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson dancing to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Watson from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On second down, it's Snell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Pittsburgh.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Dobbs going top shelf for Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Steelers 28. Texans 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
6-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Dobbs going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins there to make the grab. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Here's a quick throw right side, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
A gain of 4.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
At the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now a toss right. Freeman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that'll push the lead up to 8. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Allen.
Today's final score.
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.